Okay, hello. This is part 2 in the Arch Linux installation. We've already installed the base installation in part 1. Now we're going to install a desktop. I've got it set up in my virtual box and I've enabled the EFI. Display's turned all the way up. We should be ready to start. So let me just click on start. There's our grub. All right. I'm going to sign in as my user. Give it my password. Then I'm going to check for any updates that may have come down in the last, say, 5 minutes or so. Give it my password. Okay, that's it. Now, we move this over here. Bring up my notes. First thing we're going to do is we're going to install some stuff. Just over here where I can see it. All right. We're going to preface this with sudo, or you could just sign in as super user and leave the sudo out. But we're going to use Pacman -s. And just in case, not a bad habit to preface it with needed. And we're going to get Xorg and a small list of Xorg stuff. Xorg drivers, Xorg Xinit, Xorg Xkill, Xorg -xclock. And I believe that's it. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, and xclock, and then Xfce4. I don't like not being able to see that. Hold on. Now I can see it. Xfce4, Xfce4 -goodies, XDG user diars for our folders, some XDG utils for later on. We're going to get LightDM as a greeter, and all the little stuff that goes with it. All right. And we're going to need some stuff for our sound. So also lib libraries, also utils, also plugins, pulse audio, payvoo control, and I believe that's everything. Let me just double check. We got Xorg. We don't need this plugin right here. That's old. So we got Xorg, Xorg drivers, Xorg Xinit, Xorg, no Xorg apps, Xorg -apps. Go back to the list here. Drivers, xclock. Xclock. Yep. XDG user diars, XDG utils, LightDM, LightDM GTK greeter, LightDM GTK greeter settings. That's supposed to be S, I believe. Yep. Also lib, also utils, also plugins, pulse audio, payvoo control, Xorg apps. I'm going to hit enter. Enter, enter, and enter, and enter, and enter. We're going to select number 1 because that seems to be the default. We're going to hit enter, and it's a total of 342 megabytes installed, 114 megabyte download. And with the new Pacman settings, it should go pretty fast. See, it's going pretty fast. The actual install was incredibly fast at the base. In fact, I don't think I've ever installed it that fast, even on a landline. All right, so when we get through here, the most important thing we got to do is enable the LightDM service. Once we do that, we'll be able to reboot into our Xfce Desktop. And from where you go from there is going to be up to you. But for me, what I've done on my host machine, I've used Pacman and created a list of all the installed packages that have been installed through Pacman. No foreign packages, only packages through Pacman. And when I get through here and we boot into our desktop, we are going to use that list to install all of those things. So it looks like we're through there. So I got a sudo system ctl enabled LightDM period service. Should get a symlink, and we do. Okay, we're going to sudo reboot. And let me get off of this. Oh, I'm already off of it. There's our grub, which we already had. And here's that anxious moment where you wonder if you got it all right. But I feel pretty confident. I know the base was installed right. There's our Xfce or our LightDM login manager. Type in your password, press enter. And there's our beautiful Xfce Desktop. Right off the bat, we see setting, display, keep it closed. Okay. Go to my Pacman here. This is from the wiki. You'll run this command right here, Pacman space hyphen capital Q, QEM, greater than symbol. Oh, that's the foreign package. Here, this is the one I want. QQEN, greater than package list.txt. What that does is saves a file called the package list. All right. Get behind that again here. And you can see right here, I've got a USB drive mounted with package list right there. And that came off of my host machine. What I'm going to do is go to devices, go to USB, and I'm going to find it. And it's the Logitech USB receiver. It's generic mask, and it disappeared. Should appear here. Of course, I hadn't went through the settings yet. Tell it to open that. But I'm going to open it, if it'll open. And I'm going to find that package list. I'm going to left click on it, and then right click and say copy. Go to my dentist folder. And in the dentist folder, or the user folder, I'm going to paste that. All right. Now we have a package list. So what good does that do us? All right. To install those packages, we're going to run this command right here. I wish I would quit doing that. So sudo pacman -s space -- needed, and then a space, and then a hyphen, and then another space, and then a lesser than sign, and the name of it is pkglist .txt. And if it reads it, it'll pick it up and immediately start downloading. You see it skipped all of these, which is why we put needed in there. Default here, I'm going to just select default on everything more than likely. And we are going to install this, but I won't make you watch all of this. But you can see it's 2.6 gigabyte download and a 7.7 gigabyte install. So that's everything that I have installed on my host machine at this point. Some of this stuff, like in a virtual box, you're never going to use it, but I'm going to put it in here anyway. And this is just a real quick way to safeguard all your programs and reinstall them in just one little command. To get all your programs in one command, simple command, and then reinstall all your software in one simple command. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to hit enter here once I get back down to the bottom. I'm going to hit enter in case it asks me for a password, and it already did, so it remembered it. So let's just look and see what kind of customizations we can do right off the bat. We have whisker menu right here. We can add that. and close that out. Grab it. Well, let's first delete this one, remove it. Say yes, we're sure. Grab this one and say move. Right, no, not about, sorry. Right click on it and select move. Then go up there and left click on it and drag it all the way over here, right there. Now we'll say right click on it and go to properties, show as a list, show category name, tooltips and descriptions. I'm good. See what it looks like. Yep, perfect. Go to the panel button. We're going to show both. This is Arch underscore June underscore Xfce. There you see it's up there. Now let's see what we can get an icon real quick. Let's see, go to all icon, type in Arch, like this one. Okay, now the icon change. Here's where you can change the behavior, the commands that you can use to open up a menu item, and search actions. So that's done. Now the desktop settings. I don't think we're going to have any icons until, or wallpapers until this gets through. And I know on there is a Xfce, or I'm sorry, a Arch Linux category for wallpapers. I like that one just because it's got water in it, I think. Let's just go with that one. Let's keep it simple there. Other than that, you got a Xfce Desktop up and running. Oh yeah, by the way, we got sound right off the right out of the box because I installed those audio software packages that we needed. Turn the system sounds all the way up. Configuration, input, microphone. So we're good. Just a couple little libraries and we're installed. And here is a battery icon in case you're on a laptop, in a virtual machine, on a real machine, or on a tower or what have you, desktop. I don't need that. Here's our clock. This is our session menu, they call it, properties. Always take that off. Then, just on a laptop now, you might have need for that, but here I don't. Close that. We got to do one little thing here. Custom, making session menu. That's the real name of it. We got shut down, restart, and log out. Here's our workspaces. Whisker menu. Nice. Once this gets through, I'm surprised it's even letting me open that because it's actually still downloading. So that's it. Once it starts installing, it's not going to let me. Or it might, but then it'll close or go blank or what have you. And that's it. Rest of it's up to you. I showed you right here how to get your package list up and save that to a thumb drive or whatever. Just make sure it's safeguarded. And if you update your software, you add a bunch of stuff, rerun that. Here's the command. Let me get it. All right. So if you want to just get your package list, you can run Pacman space hyphen capital Q lowercase q en space with the greater than symbol space package list. Now you can name this anything you want to, as long as when you go to reinstall it, where's that? Right here. When you go to reinstall it, this name is exactly what the name of it is. And that's it. That's all you have to know. Now you're going to have, now the config files, it will be different. You'll have to go through and reset everything, make it the way you want it, like your desktop wallpaper, right click menus, all that stuff. I'm going to unmount this. We don't need it anymore. Yep, let me unpick that. Now it should show back up over here on my host machine, and it did. And it's probably going to open it. It did. Okay, so that's it. That's your complete Arch Linux installation. I guarantee you this whole thing, with me taking breaks in between, didn't take an hour and a half, and you've got it fully installed, got all your programs back up and running. The only thing left is for you to tweak them out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you try this method. When and if you do, let me know. By the way, this is Xorg. This is xfce.org. If you're going to use Xfce, this is a very nice resource to have in your repertoire. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on another video. Peace out. Bye.